address. So 150.150.150.2, 255.255.250.252. No, shutdown. To enable this interface, exit. Interface serial 1/1. So IP space address. So the IP address for serial 1/1 is 125.125.125.0/30. So here I will assign 125.125.125.1 space 255.255.255.252. No, shutdown. To enable this interface, exit. Okay, we can go to the R4 router. So R4 router serial 1/0 can be connected to R1 and serial 1/1 can be connected to R7. So first of all, go to the global mode, interface serial 1/0 IP space address. So the IP address is 50.50.50.2, 255.255.255.252. No, shutdown. To enable this interface, exit. Interface serial 1/1 IP space address. So serial 1/1 can be connected to R7. So the net ID is 75.75.75.0/30. So here I can assign the IP address as 75.75.75.1, 255.255.255.252. No, shutdown. To enable this interface, we can go to the R5 router. So R5 router serial 1/0 can be connected to R1 and serial 1/1 can be connected to R7. So we can go to that particular interface, go to the global mode, then you have to go to that particular interface serial 1/0 IP space address 110.100.100.2, 255.255.255.252. No, shutdown, exit. Interface serial 1/1 IP space address. So the IP address is serial 1/1 can be connected to R7. So the IP is 100.120.100.0/30. So 100.120.100.1, 255.255.255.252. No, shutdown. To enable this interface, we can go to the R6 router. So R6 router serial 1/0 port can be connected to R1 router and serial 1/1 port can be connected to R7 router. So the IP is 172.55.10.0. So first of all, go to the global mode and we can go to that particular interface IP space address. So the IP address is 172.172.55, 172.55.10.2, 255.255.255.252. No, shutdown. To exit, enable this interface serial 1/1 IP space address. So here we can see the serial 1/1 port can be connected to R7 router. So the net ID is 90.90.90.0/30. So in this port I can assign the IP address as 1. So 90.90.90.1. So 255.255.255.252. No, shutdown. To enable this interface, no, shutdown. Sorry, we can go to the particular interface, then we have to give no, shutdown. No, shutdown, exit. Okay, we can go to the R7 router. So in R7 router should be connected to R2, R3, R4, R5, R6. So we can go to that each and every particular serial port and we can assign the IP address. So first of all, I will go to this serial 1/0. So we can go to the global mode, then we have to go to the particular interface serial 1/0 IP space address. So serial 1/0 can be connected to R2 router. The net ID is 200.200.200.0/30. So in this port we can assign 1. So here I will assign 2. So 200.200.200.2, 255.255.255.252. No, shutdown. To enable this interface, next interface serial 1/1 IP space address. So serial 1/1 can be connected to R3 router. The net ID is 125.125.125.0/30. So in this port I can assign 1, so here I will assign 2. So 125.125.125.2, 255.250.250.252. No shutdown to enable this interface. Next, interface serial 1/2. So serial 1/2 port can be connected to R4 router. The net ID is 75.75.75.75.0/30. So in this port R4 serial 1/1, in this port I will assign the IP address as 1, so here I will assign 2. So IP space address 75.75.75. 75.75.2, 255.255.255.252. No shutdown to enable this interface. Exit. Next we can go to the interface serial 1/3 IP space address. So R7 router serial 1/3 port can be connected to R5 router. Then IP net ID is 100.120.100.0/30. So here I will assign 1, so here I will assign 2. So 100.120.100.2, 255.250.250.252. No shutdown to enable this interface. Next, interface serial 2/0 IP space address. So R7 router serial 2/0 port can be connected to R6 router. So the net ID is 90.90.90.0/30. So in this port I will assign 1, so here I will assign 2. So 90.90.255.255.255.252. No shutdown to enable this interface. Next we have to assign, so all the serial port we can assign that particular IP address. Now we can go to the LAN